What's up, everybody? Danielson here. I'm excited. I'm excited about doing this review. Not only am I reviewing and talking about a really cool fragrance, but I have a lot of cool stuff to show y'all, and I have a lot of very cool stuff to tell y'all about. So I am like really excited to do this video review. I don't even know where to get started. I have so much to say. I know. Tell me what you're wearing, because I'm getting ready to tell you what I'm wearing. Tell me what you're wearing, even if you see this video like way down the road, way after I post it. Just tell me what you're wearing. Right now I am wearing Valentino Uomo Intense. This is actually an Italian fragrance. It is not French, it's Italian. But I'll talk about this in a minute. Later on, I'm going to be wearing L'Homme Idéal Eau de Toilette by Guerlain, because I'm doing a review on this later on. But this is the OG, this is the original, this is the one that started all these freaking flankers floating around everywhere. So that's what I'm wearing. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is one of my friends here in YouTube land. He's got a YouTube channel called Led Zepp, L-E-D-Z-E-P. He made a comment on one of my reviews that I just got through doing last night, and I saw it. He is into not only fragrances also, but he's into candles also, and so am I. So I decided to talk about some other fragrances that I'm into besides like colognes and aftershaves and stuff. Both of these I've been into ever since I was a little kid. Incense and candles. And I love incense and candles. I have some incense from different countries. I have some incense from Japan, Agawood. And I have some incense from India, Nagchampa, of course. Beautiful fragrance, both of these are. I have incense from America, different kinds, frankincense and sage and patchouli and all different kinds. Some of them are spicy, some of them are not spicy. But I'm also into candles also, and I collect candles also, and I wanted to show you some. All of these are from Village Candle Company. Cinnamon and Spice, Village Candle. That one's really strong. Balsam Fir. This is sort of a Pinot Silvestre of candles, because it's sort of piney and outdoorsy. And my two favorites right now, Apple Pumpkin. That smells good. And a tie for first place besides the Apple Pumpkin. What is my favorite note? Anybody? Anybody? Vanilla. Creamy Vanilla by Village Candle. God, that smells good. I think I actually might burn that tonight. So if you're into incense or candles, tell me what your favorite candles are and your favorite incense, because I like to know that too. Just curious. I like to know what people like. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is I decided here in the next couple of days, I wanted to make a video and talk about some things that I think is very important. And I just feel like I need to get this out there and talk about it. Some of y'all know that I've had severe issues with depression and anxiety and PTSD as an adult because some of the things that's happened to me in my life. But I've been really happy the last week and a half, because it took me a long time to figure out how to deal with depression and cope with it, and keeping it from, getting to where it's going to be a problem. But I think I hit on the perfect combination of things to do and ways to do it. And I just wanted to make a video of that and sort of talk about what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, to help me deal with these issues, and I just think it might maybe help somebody else that's dealing with PTSD and depression and anxiety and stuff like that. So I'm really, really super excited to talk about that and do a video. Hopefully I'll do it in a couple of days and then post it. But I just feel like I need to talk about that because I think it's so important. There's so many people that's, you know, dealing with this also. I just feel like if I come across a solution, that it's my responsibility to tell people about it. They used to have me on every kind of medication. God, man, it was sickening how much medication I was on, how much drugs, antidepressants and antipsychotics. Even growing up as a kid, they had me on so many different kinds of stuff. All these drugs throughout my lifetime really sort of screwed me up even more. But this is a true way to deal with depression and anxiety and PTSD. It's not freaking drugs. Drugs aren't going to do it sometimes. It's other things that's going to help you cope with stuff. Drugs sometimes will just screw you up even more. At least that's my experience anyway. But anyway, on to my review. Valentino Uomo Intense. This is actually from Italy. This is not French, it's actually Italian. A lot of people compare this to Dior Homme Intense. I get that, but actually, me personally, I think this smells much more like Dior Homme Parfum, in my personal opinion. This is not a clone of Dior Homme Parfum, but the first time I ever smelled this, I was like, I had to like look at it. I was like, is this Dior Homme Parfum? Because it smells almost identical. There is some similarities. This is a little bit more sweet, and but basically it's to me it's almost exactly the same thing. I actually, maybe one day I might do a comparison. You know, take a couple of days to where I wear Dior Homme Parfum on this arm and Valentino Uomo Intense on this arm, and just like do that for a few days, and then, you know, do a comparison review. But this smells very identical to Dior Homme Parfum. The notes to this are clary sage oil, mandarin. Heart notes is iris absolute, tonka bean. Base notes is black leather, vanilla bean. I do not get any mandarin. I don't really get any clary sage oil. Maybe just a little bit, briefly. But the three main things that I get from this are the leather, the iris, and it's a combination of tonka bean and vanilla that gives a really beautiful creaminess and sweetness to it, and sort of makes it smooth and sort of keeps the leather and the iris sort of like nice, I guess I would say. But these four notes are actually sort of equal. I don't have anything that dominates this fragrance. They're all sort of equal. But it's really, really beautiful. This is not a clone of Dior Homme Parfum, but for those of you who always wanted Dior Homme Parfum and couldn't get it or couldn't afford it, this is an excellent, excellent substitute. It's absolutely beautiful. And the quality is actually up there with Dior. One of the reasons I like Dior so much is because of the quality. To me, this is up there with the Dior Homme Parfum as far as I'm concerned. Even the longevity and performance on this is pretty much on par with Dior Homme Parfum. It fluctuates between I'm getting a minimum of 8 hours, and I've gotten all the way to like 12 or 13 hours. So this fluctuates between 8 and like 13 hours, and it might depend on the environment that I'm at or the temperature that I'm in. But this is a beautiful, beautiful leather, iris, and vanilla bean and tonka bean combo. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I think you can wear any fragrance you want to any time of the year, but since like it's getting cool in wintertime, to me for some reason this just fits cooler weather and cold weather for some reason better than warm weather. So that's one reason that I wanted to do this now, is because everything's cooling off, and I think it would be perfect for this time of year. And it's a fraction of the cost of what Dior Homme Parfum is. But I will put a link in the description on where you can get this. I really do highly recommend this. This is really, really super close to Dior Homme Parfum, which I think is beautiful. When I first got that, it freaked me out a little bit because I wasn't used to Iris. And I was like, I don't know if I hate this or if I like it. It sort of freaked me out a little bit. I had to back off from it a little bit and think about it. But it was very expensive and it was very hard to get, so I kept wearing it. And every time I wore it, I sort of liked it a little bit better and better. And until eventually I just fell in love with it. And this is like right up there. I don't know. This is very expensive. I think when this runs out, I doubt that I will get this again. It will probably be a full bottle of Valentino Uomo Intense is probably what I'm going to get, because to me it's pretty much equal to that, and like I said, except a fraction of the cost. So I'll put a link in the description on where you can get this if you want to check it out. And that's it. I hope y'all got something from this, and keep an eye out for my review on L'Homme Ideal Eau de Toilette by Guerlain. And in a few days I'll be doing that review, talking about how I'm coping and dealing with depression and anxiety and PTSD. So I love you guys, and I hope everybody's doing well out there, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace. Bye.